what's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react and learn about the Cockney accent, which is a type of British accent that a lot of us Americans have heard of. We've heard of the word Cockney and Cockney accent, but most of us, including myself, have no idea what it means or what it sounds like. So, according to Google, Cockney is an accent spoken in the East End of London. That is amazing. That's the most British thing ever. The fact that the accent is unique to not only London, but a specific part of London. The fact that accents can be that localized and that specific is really, it's honestly pretty cool. It's honestly a really cool thing about British accents. I know that occurs quite a bit. I think there's quite a few London accents, and this must be one of the better known ones or something, because I've definitely heard the name Cockney and Cockney accent. It has been stigmatized for centuries, but also has covert prestige. Oh, that's interesting. That is, it is a badge of identity for its speakers. It has been stigmatized. Why has it been stigmatized? But at the same time, the people who have a Cockney accent are like proud. It's like, whatever. So what, you think my accent is strange? Whatever, I don't care, I'm proud of it, kind of thing. The more people say they don't like it, the more you're kind of proud to be contrarian and be like, I don't care. Is that kind of what I'm getting here? That's very cool as well. I love that. Cockney is famous for its rhyming slang. Rhyming slang. Like poetry? Like rap? Like music? What is this? Much of which is humorous, such as trouble and strife equals wife. Okay, interesting example. All right, let's move right along here. I actually have a video where this man is going to teach what the Cockney accent is and actually how to speak it and things like that. So let's take a look.
You're asking me about a Cockney accent?
Yes.
Did you know that Cockney used to be a pejorative term for the working class?
Oh.
Yeah. Nonsense. It's the accent of a true Londoner.
Oh, that's the stigmatism that the Google entry was talking about. The stigma or whatever that surrounds this accent, it's based off like associating this accent with working class people. Oh, that's starting to make more sense, but I wonder like how long ago that was a real social stigma, or is it like an actual stigma to this day? That if you have this accent, like, are you necessarily part of the working class? Or what if you're like a super smart, super intelligent, Cockney speaking genius, though? Then what do people think then? No, I don't think that the Cockney accent defines you as a person in any way. Although I'm sure people are proud of it and where they come from, and it sounds cool. I see now that this guy is teaching us in the style of Jason Statham, the actor. So does Jason Statham have a Cockney accent? That's what he's kind of doing right now? This is starting to sound a little more familiar. I didn't know that this is the accent we're talking about. Okay.
Who's a true Londoner? If you're thinking of that guy Mary Poppins, nonsense. That is an American imposter. He is not British. He is not a real Londoner.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. The Mary Poppins accent is famous in the United States and famous for ruining generations of Americans and giving us a horrible British accent to base our impersonations on. Now I kind of see, based on the way fake Jason Statham here is talking, the Mary Poppins accent is like a super stereotyped, super exaggerated version of this accent. I think it's that part is actually starting to make sense to me, how that happened.
Now, if you're thinking of Michael Caine, he is a true Londoner. He's a Cockney and he's a legend.
Yeah, Michael Caine. There's quite a few famous British people that are being named here. Jason Statham, Michael Caine. when I think of their accent, that's what a Cockney accent is, huh? Okay. I have a very difficult time as an American. Like, I swear my ear isn't trained like Brits. I can't identify a lot of differences between British accents. But the Cockney accent here, I feel like I can hear it, like what it is. But he's going to explain in detail exactly what it is.
But how do you speak like a Cockney, you ask? Well, my son, there are a few rules to follow if you want to sound like a true Londoner.
I don't know why this would be stigmatized, this accent. This is cool. This is a really cool way to talk. Oh my god.
First one is that schwa sound my good friend Ali taught ya. That's the sound.
Ah.
With a Cockney accent, it's more pronounced. Regular person might say doctor, but a Cockney says it doctor.
Ah, the schwa, sound. I feel ridiculous doing what I just did, but there you go. The doctor. Is this right?
Same as in stronger, faster, harder, stronger, faster, harder. That brings us to our next
Order.
point. H's, don't need them. Get rid of them. Any word that begins with an H sound, get rid of that H.
Yeah. That's not even a joke. That's accurate. I've been trying, like, once he says it, it's immediately clear. He hasn't been pronouncing any H's this entire time. Order. But the has to be like punchy, like order. Do you have to sound angry? Do you have to sound like annoyed and angry if you're speaking in a Cockney accent? Is that just like the rules?
H. Don't need your H. Never have. You're useless. Words like who, have.
How did he just say H without saying H? He just said H with like H, like somehow without the H sound. It's amazing.
House. We don't use the H's. Get rid of them.
Huh.
Who, have, house. For example, who are ya? Doctor Who? That's his house.
It's funny because it's so spot on true. Do other British accents do this, or is this like a Cockney thing? Because once he says this, there's no H's. It's amazing how if you eliminate H from the English language, it actually doesn't do that much. You can still understand most words, funny enough.
How much for him? That doggy in the window. Remember
Wow.
my good friend Ali's lessons, you learn the L sound can sometimes sound like a W. L to L. For example,
W, L to O, L. Man, this is fat. So just get rid of the H's, and you already sound like 90% Cockney, from what I can tell. Now L's to W's.
in these words, hell should be pronounced in a Cockney accent like hell.
Hell.
Ill,
Ew.
pill should become pill.
Pill.
And fill. Fill.
This is fun. This is fun because I have a really tough time with accents, or God forbid, trying to do accents. The Cockney accent is so, like, exaggerated and so unique that it's actually easier to try to imitate in a way. I'm sure a lot of people, Americans, try and do a very bad job, especially to like Brits hearing it or just hearing like a Mary Poppins style accent. But from what I can tell, it's probably one of the easier British accents for an American to try to do because it is so over the top in a way.
Another thing, my good friend Ali made you a video about the glottal T.
Okay.
This is the T sound, which is replaced by the sound in the middle of uh-oh. The sound. Words like water should sound like water. Water. The T.
This has actually become like a meme in America. Bottle of water. And that comes from Cockney. Now I understand that it really comes from Cockney. Maybe some of these things translate into other British accents as well. But I'm starting to feel like a lot of what Americans think is a standard British accent that we kind of default to as an imitation. We're all thinking of Cockney, basically.
Stops in the throat. Water. So none of this bottle of water, please. Nah, should be bottle of water. Remember to...
That's... I'm not getting you your bottle of water if you say it like the first time. If you say bottle of water, I am sprinting to get you a bottle of water. I will do whatever you say.
Use the glottal T, the L that sounds like a W, and that big schwa sound. Bottle of water.
Okay.
Other words could include lighter. Can I have a lighter?
All right.
I hate you. Oh, my head. It hurts.
So, like, most of Cockney is just eliminating letters from the English language and sounding really irritated.
Don't know how much more I should tell you, mate. Can tell you this, though. There are two types of TH sounds in English.
Okay.
The voiced, which sounds like a V. They have a vibration in the throat. For example, in words like brother, bother, mother, father, clothes.
That's very subtle. That's very subtle. I can't even tell if I'm doing that. Clothe, brother,
leather. Those TH sounds will be replaced by a V sound. For example...
Oh, that's not the Cockney accent. You're supposed to replace the TH with V. A V sound? Brother? Brother. Brother.
Brother. Brother. Bother.
Yeah.
Bother. Mother. Mother.
Okay, it's not just eliminating letters. It's also replacing letters, like THs, with Vs. There's actually quite a few specific things you need to do to achieve the Cockney accent. But if you can nail down these, like, so far we've learned like 3 or 4 specific things you do to achieve the Cockney accent. If you, like, nail these down, I feel like this is something, like, Americans could kind of do.
Father. Father.
Father.
Clothes. Cloves.
It's funny when the word just it becomes another word, and it's just unapologetic. It's like, cloves? Like, you want a clove of garlic? Like, it's like, no, I want some cloves to wear.
Leather. The other TH sound is unvoiced, and that sounds like in thank you, everything, nothing, Thursday, sympathetic.
Okay.
And they should be replaced by Fs.
F.
So,
Fs.
thank you, Thursday, Thursday.
Fs, not Vs anymore. Fs. Oh, this is fantastic. It's actually getting a bit complicated at this point.
Nothing, everything,
Everything. It's making me talk like not right. Everything. I can't even.
Pathetic, sympathetic. And in some words like the, them, that, we just don't say the TH sounds all the time. It's because... Next thing to remember.
Hey, and then sometimes you just don't do the TH at all. No TH at all, like instead of the, instead of them, M. Yeah.
Time. It's because...
It's just because.
Next thing to remember, sounds come from around the sides of the mouth.
Okay.
So for example, ow should be more of an ow. Around the sides of the mouth.
Ow.
Bloody cow. All
Cow.
sounds.
This is interesting. This is like not even a joke or exaggeration. I know with certain accents around the world, you activate certain muscles in your face or your mouth or even your tongue that help you achieve the accent. You actually have to use muscles that you might not even have used before, really, in your native language or accent.
Become like For example,
talk
should become like talk. Walk. Pork should become like poke. Words which have the I sound, we don't say them like I. We say them like I. For example, all right, sounds like what? Pie.
Oh my god. I don't even know how to describe this. This is the I sound. Poi. Oi. Cockney is just like fun. Like, it's just fun. It's just more fun of an accent.
thigh. Thigh. Like. Like. Tight.
Now I understand why Jason Statham is so cool. Why he sounds so cool. It's the Cockney accent. It just does it. It's just instantly, you're cool.
Tight. Also, us Cockneys, we prefer to say me instead of my. For example,
okay.
My throat hurts. Probably wouldn't say that. Probably say me throat hurts.
Right.
Notice again. My becomes me. THs become F sounds. Throat. T's are replaced by glottal T's, and we don't use H's because who needs them?
Oh my! When you put it all together, me throat hurts. Me throat hurts.
Also, a Cockney's quite partial to double negatives and using the third person in reverse. For example,
what?
You want some money? I ain't got none. I ain't got none, mate.
Now it's just like freaking breaking the laws of grammar at this point. That is a part of it.
We usually use them in reverse. For example, you wasn't even there. I weren't even talking to ya. Keep it under your hand.
Man, so sassy, but I love it.
Yeah, but we have our own words for things. For example, my missus means my girlfriend, my wife.
Oh, okay.
Say someone's attractive, we say they're fit.
Yep.
Missus is fit.
I've heard some of these words along the line. I didn't know it was a Cockney thing, or at least somewhat of a Cockney thing. I'm sure other people say missus, but it doesn't quite hit the same as your missus.
Fit. To say the opposite, someone's ugly, they are a minger.
Minger?
You are a minger.
Oh.
That girl is a minger.
Excuse me.
Dosh, dough. You want to talk about money? You're talking about your dough, your dosh, mate. I ain't got no
dough I've heard of.
Dosh. I ain't got no dough. Up the duff. That means you're pregnant. So your missus up the duff, mate.
Okay.
Us Cockneys like to check for understanding in a conversation by asking this question. Do you know what I mean? Or, you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
It has transformed 6 words into like 3, 2. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like from 6 to 2.
Know what I mean?
It's 2 words.
You want to test, bruv? See how Cockney you are?
Oh boy.
Look at these sentences. How would you as a Cockney say these?
Maths. Ain't be bothered, mate.
Maths? I can't be bothered, mate.
Okay. I'm getting a little too, like, into the angry sounding. You don't always have to sound so furious.
My brother's coming down for a cuppa.
My brother's coming down for a cuppa. See, it just, as soon as the American attempts this, it just falls apart.
Nah, everything's fine.
I ain't got nothing on me.
I ain't got nothing on me. I think that's all I can tell you for now. I'm going to see a man about an horse.
Alright. There we go. Excellent. Very good. That was very enjoyable. And fake Jason Statham was excellent as well. And very educational. Honestly, this was by Learn English with Papa Teach Me. What a name. And I liked it. I gotta give that video a like. That was very enjoyable. I had no idea. This is what Cockney is. I have heard it, like, you know, in British media, movies, TV, when British actors, you know, appear in stuff or in interviews. I just didn't know what I was hearing. I've heard of the Cockney accent. Now I know. It's from East London. Jason Statham does it. Michael Caine does it. I'm sure from now on, hopefully I'll be able to be like, oh, that's a Cockney accent. But this was just, this was just so enjoyable. Exceeded my expectations. What a cool accent with a lot of different interesting rules, you could say, that he kind of spelled out here. That was really fun. I enjoyed this quite a bit. Anyway, if you enjoyed this as well, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to British culture, stuff about Britain that I've never learned or seen before, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.